Bought this. Why is it so cheap? 1 ringgit 95 cent. Wow, thank you, Speed Mark. Most places mark up like crazy. Okay, continue work. HP, how do you feel?
Wow.
Your dream car?
Yeah, too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
I'm actually the first person in Malaysia who booked the MX-5 back in 2016. And after that, Mazda passed me the car, let me drive for 1 week. And then as I adjust the seat for the perfect seating position, like what it is now, my hands are like that. So, how to drive? So, but this one is a little bit more lah. This is the ND2 2018 onwards with telescopic. So now, see, comfortable grip. I can steer the car with a good seating position. Last time that one cannot. My hands are straight. So this is a lot better. Bila mau beli?
Bila siap kerja ni.
Siap kerja dulu ah. Okay. Oh, press. Okay. Check. Ding ding ding. I just realized this one look like manual aircon, but then you reach here, it's auto. Oh, not bad. And the best thing I like about manual car is scene cue. You know the part where you engage the gear before the car is fully stopped, and then you go into reverse. That's the saddest thing. We're trying to test out tinting in a MX-5, which makes us want to drive around and around and around and around. So the good thing about our job, people hire us to tell you all about their new products, and yet we get to sit into your dream car. So guys, this is Eric with me here.
Hi.
This is the first car in the world with 3 tints on the windshield. As you can see from the front, there is a clear boundary here. This one is the new product, GlassTech Dynasty. This one is the
Alpha.
GlassTech Alpha, which was the number 2 in their range, just behind Omega. And this one is called Elegance. Okay, so I can now see that there is a different tone to the film. What's the like, this one is clearer, right? This one there's an obvious
Basically,
coloring.
we talk about the VLT. This is somewhere around in the 60 over region.
Okay, okay.
Around 65, 68.
Okay.
But we still categorize it under 70.
Alright.
This one is 75.
Okay.
So VLT obviously is higher lah. This one is somewhere around 70 or so. So you can see this both is clear. Okay. And in terms of technology wise, this one is a Gen 6 nano ceramic with the nano PET lah.
Okay.
So we compare it here is because of these are basically Gen 5 nano ceramic type of tint also.
Okay.
So it's very stable. The only difference, like what we discussed before, is
so under the hot sun, to be honest, what they tell me as a normal consumer, I cannot feel it. All I can feel is, thank God there is a nice tint in my car. Thank God they give 5 years warranty. That's it. And GlassTech, even though they are not everywhere, but that's because of their business model. Their business model is different. You do inquiry, they can come to you and install, or you can come here to install, or you can install in your 4S dealer, Volvo dealer, or whatnot. Alright, that's how they do their business. That's why they're not everywhere, but they are highly popular now. And I've been using the products. Lovely. So a lot of tinting companies in Malaysia, even though they take a major brand from a big brand, a big US brand, but behind the scene, a lot of them will import China tints or tints from Korea or everywhere, and then they tell you it's from USA. You wouldn't know. Okay, maybe one part is from USA with the QR code and all that. Others they may use from other countries just to save costs, just to have a higher margin. Not GlassTech people. I know them. They don't rely on tinting for their main business. All right, these guys they have multiple businesses. So this is like not their, they want to earn your little money. No.
direct under the sun, you can feel hot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Behind it, it will cut the heat.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
The only difference between this is the heirloom here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here is much closer, only you can feel the heirloom. Here is like somewhere around here, you know, then you can start feeling it already. It's not hot, but it's like a warm air.
Yeah. When it's a very hot day, you put your arms.
That's why we drive it outside under the hot sun.
Yeah.
To see comparatively under the hot outside is very hot.
But these are things that only people like you guys will know.
Yeah,
for
we
a
will
consumer,
notice.
right? I install it, I'm sitting here, right? I won't go and keep doing this while
no,
I'm
you
driving
won't.
one, right? Or I can't even put my face there,
No,
right?
yeah.
So it's actually
So when you
okay,
drive, it's
yeah.
still okay.
yeah.
But
What they did is that now because there is more and more EVs, and because EVs, all of them have double pane glass on the window. So in China, they have these type of new tints that are ultra clear, especially for double layer windows. Because double layer, you plus a normal tint, right? It may be a little bit unclear, but a trained eye can tell, not us. Okay. So why this whole thing is this? During the trade war, the US companies that invested in China, all right, because of all these trade regulations and all that, they have to JV with China partners and start producing technology transfer and start producing their tints there. But they can only use half a generation behind from what the US tints have. I mean, because they have a lot of range in US, right? The top one will be the latest generation. So what they did is, in China, they have their half generation back products that are produced in China, tech transfer and produced there, and hence now we have GlassTec Dynasty, which is top of the range from China, and GlassTec Elegance. All right, these two products would be alongside the standards of GlassTec Alpha. That's why they did this special show car whereby 3 tints are side by side, and then you can compare when you sit inside. And of course, this is their car. All right, so just to let you all know that now you buy EV cars, now you have a tint that is specially made for EVs that have double pane windows. You're like, hey, EV car, petrol car, no difference. But the problem is EV cars are very, very quiet. You don't get sound from the engine, you don't get sound from the exhaust. But the reverse effect of that is that when you don't have the sound from the engine and the exhaust to mix things up, the amplification of tire noise and wind noise goes up. That's why a lot of EVs from China, they have double pane glasses on this side. All right, so these tinting boys in China, they already know that, they have already started to notice that, and they produce tints that are ultra clear, extremely clear without distortions. And again, what I'm saying here is just minute differences that people in the industry knows, and they tell me, I'm telling you. But for me, from a consumer level, I may be a car expert, I'm not a tinting expert. All I can tell is, I can feel the heat. I can feel maybe a little bit less here. Oh, I can feel a little bit more here. That's about it. But these type of distances is not something that we, when we're driving, will feel. You can't put your face here anyway. That's what they felt, and they honestly tell you and tell me.
That's what we noticed lah.
Yep.
In terms of that.
Yeah.
But in the windscreen, not so much. If you put it on the EV car,
Yep.
that the side,
Because of double
pane, right?
glass.
These two will be much clearer because it's HD. So if you put this traditional, naturally it will become a bit blur because of the double pane.
Okay. I'll go out for a drive
Yep.
with my colleague
Yeah,
here,
sure.
and then I roll and then come back,
Can.
feel it a bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Eric.
The side is Alpha 20.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I want my mic, sorry.
Okay.
So that's what I like about them. They have their Dynasty and Elegance film there, clearly put a big logo made in China. And they have their Omega, Alpha, and Zeta, all this very clearly stated made in USA. They don't mix things up, they don't do this, all right? Even when they have remaining stocks of, when they cut the tints, right? When they cut it, they have the excess one. They don't quietly use that for your car. They tell you, I have a cheaper set, which is from the remaining that were cut. That's why I like about them. They are just honest. They don't need this shop to, try and get more money out of every single customer. Yeah. So, this is GlassTec. I've been using their products all this while. I love it, and I love their service. Or anything, come back to them. They will settle it for you. right? One example, there was a Alfa Giulia, right, where they have the subwoofer behind, you know, Italians, genius, the place where they used to run water. They're like, let's put a subwoofer out there. They don't know, right? That car is very rare. So when they did that car, they put the soap, right? And the soap went in and damaged the subwoofer, right? The boss straight away said, I'll buy one for you, straight. There was a GD3 RS where they have the, not me, right? Okay, where they have the Alcantara here, right? And then another installer, because all these installers are not in-house one. The installer also put excess soap and actually damaged the Alcantara. The boss also said, I'll buy the whole thing for you. That's what I like about them. Okay? So, I guess today you will know GlassTech Dynasty, GlassTech Alpha, GlassTech Elegance. These two are the new products from China. Alright? And you know, China products, fluctuation on prices not that big. You know, US product recently, the exchange rate went up. So anyway, that's what I want you all to know lah. And let's park the car back. Okay. So HP MX-5.
Yeah.
I tell you, bro, your car, take it to a dealer. First, you check with the bank how much is your settlement.
Okay.
Then you bring it to a dealer. How much? You have to go out there and ask. Then you have a figure. Then you know. Then we know how to work towards it.
Ask first.
Do it.
Yeah. Ask first.
Do it, bro. Every day, think of it. It will come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.